DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, let me see now. It is Monday, and it's time for a Jasmine tag. Jasmine 5 question tag. And there's good questions. I just finished watching Jasmine do it, so let's see. Okay. Question 1. It's on the screen here. What annoys you of being you? What annoys me of being me? Well, Jasmine gave answers like, I'm not as fit as one used to be and stuff like that, or age. I think that might be one thing. I get the impression sometimes it annoys me from being me is, if I could say it this way, being too polite at times. Which means that sometimes, you by being too polite, it passes off as being hesitant and not assertive enough. And very often, I really know what I want, but sometimes get the wrong impression. Another thing, maybe I can give another one as well, is we were talking about, I made a vlog, was it a week ago, about being introverts and not shy, but nevertheless I don't like small talk. And because of that, being an introvert at times, people will think that I'm actually a snob or uppity. I've been told that actually by chatting with people that I get to know better, and say I come off that way sometimes because they get the impression I don't want to talk with them. So I must be, uppity or what. Okay, that is question 1. Question 2. What perspective is the best way to start your day? I pretty well always, at least if I answer it in the same way that Jasmine did, I think that I pretty much always start my day with Bible reading. It kind of it's the way I start off my day. Scripture Union from the UK, Our Daily Bread, which is from America, I guess, yeah. And then I read the newspaper. But I start with a Bible reading, yeah. That's the way. And on weekends, I have to do that with a cup of coffee. In the week, I keep the coffee for once at work. But yeah, I guess that could be it. And when possible, I like to do this outside. So you can imagine if the weather is cold, I have to kind of like warm, I can't do that in the week, but on the weekend I really like to do this outside. Yeah. Question 3. Are you old-fashioned? Yes and no. I'm a conservative. I always thought for many years that I was a liberal until I realized that I'm not at all liberal, actually. I'm a conservative that likes to do new things. So, I've always been the first one to try, like, new things relative to food, for example, or experiences and stuff like that. So, that makes me, probably for some people, I'm not old-fashioned because I'm trying new fads or new fashions. On the other hand, as I get older, of course, I'm less into that, but I'm very conservative in my way of going about things. I like traditions. I like nostalgia. I like if something is good, there's no real reason to change it in a way. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's kind of like I kind of feel like I'm always a mixture of both. which is really much part of my character. I always seem to be somewhere on a borderline between one thing and another. So am I old-fashioned? Kind of. Kind of. Question 4. What was your first job and did you like it? My first job was in a hardware store in southern Quebec. I was 15 at the time, and I liked it quite a bit. I wasn't able to hold it very long because the hardware store wasn't doing too well. And finally, he had to keep, he had 2 employees. He had a person who was, father of a family and so on, and me. And well, actually, he kept, which makes sense, albeit I'm not certain that he saved as much money, but the other guy, was able to work all the time, and I would come in on the weekends, and I enjoyed it. I like the contact, like the store type contact, which is a little bit of small talk, but it's different. I know if any of you have worked in a store, it can be actually different. You're not usually into very big conversations. I did not like very much the person that I was working with at the time. He probably realized for many things actually be like at the cash register, giving out change and stuff like that. I guess I was better than him as far as things like that, but he had certainly much more experience. I mean, I was 15 years old, for goodness sakes. But you could tell he got annoyed at little things like that where I seemed to have more ease than he did. But that was the only part I didn't like. I really did enjoy, just having a job. It was my first job, and in a store and stuff like that. And it was in an old-fashioned type of hardware store. So it was nice. Let me see. That's question 4. Now, question 5. How good are you in taking up challenges? I would say it all depends what a challenge is. Once again, last year I went back to school and did a training, in security. When I was in my 50s, I went back to university and got another degree. So those are type of challenges. I remember when the computers started, I wanted to have a real house network, so I built it. I took the computers, I bought a whole bunch of secondhand computers, took them all apart, rebuilt them, and made a network around the house. Things like that. Or in cooking, you trying new styles of cooking, and things like that. For that, I'm actually really up to challenges. Intellectual challenges, manual up to a point. I'm not a manual person, so if somebody's going to say, "Are you up to the challenge of building a house?" Probably not. But yeah, for other stuff, yeah. I quite enjoy a challenge, an intellectual challenge with a group. It's quite a little bit of fun and things like that. Overall, I'd say yeah. But I like to choose my battles, nevertheless, as some would say. So if it's a challenge, yes. Where I'm not up to a challenge, or I really don't like, is, for example, sports, organized sports, or if I'm going to do a sport that would be like jogging at the time, I like to do it on my own. It's my own challenge. It's not against somebody else. Even if it's a race, I know I want to finish the race. That's my challenge. Yeah. Oh, those are the 5 questions. We're already over. Well, geez, it was a good one, Jasmine. Really, I really enjoyed it. And I enjoyed your answers as well. So, thanks a lot. And that'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.